ourselves settled. All right, let me update. We'll go live on. Maybe we'll go live on Instagram. Hi, Shannon. There we are. Okay, we're going to go live on Instagram. We're going to go live. Well, we are live on YouTube, but there we go. Hi, Southern Joe. Hi, Nifty Kitty. Hi, Larry. How's Larry doing this morning? Nifty. All right, I'm going to go over here. All right. Hi, Jean. Thank you, Shannon. I'm actually getting ready to do a oh, we could do one. I just got a new order in from Lensmart. So I could show some of them to you. I ordered some resell. I ordered some different ones. Well, I did order a pair that I already have, but in a different color. Hi, Jane and Juan. Hello, hello. Hi, Nikki Mas. Nikki Mas. 1 week. Hi, Dana. What? 1 week until I'm a grandma. A week from well, she goes into the hospital. I did. I thought I replied to that. Didn't I reply to it? I'll have to look again. Yeah, 1 week. She goes into the hospital to be induced on Tuesday, a week from tomorrow. And yeah, I didn't straighten my hair this morning. Sorry. It's just kind of everywhere. Yeah, we're really excited. And I know his name, but she hasn't announced the name yet. So I'm gonna let her do that. That's her job. I don't know. Listen, Becca. I was up late last night editing. Sometimes when I've had my night medication and I edit, it's not a good combination. Sometimes I answer emails and it's not a good combination. You know what I mean? Hi, Susan. Becca, she needs a secretary. No, I don't. I can do everything. Hi, Felicia. I can do everything, but honestly, hi, Amy. But when I leave this building, other than like when I go home and edit, I try to just be done. At least physically. Cheers. Hi, MB, I don't know if you've seen. I'm going to join your club, MB. I'm going to join it 1 week until I'm a grandma, MB. For the first time. I see all of Mary. MB is, she's on YouTube right now, but on Facebook, I see all of her adventures with her grandkids. And I'm like, that's going to be me. I'm going to be like MB. No, she's really not had, she's had gestational diabetes, so it's not fun. You know, that's not fun. Yay. Twins. Their twins are so adorable. Anyway, I like seeing everybody's pictures with their kids and their grandkids. So she also had a spot on her, the only issue, she's had the gestational diabetes, which is not fun. And then she had what she thought was like a pimple that was on her lip line. Hi, Rachel. And it just wouldn't go away. And it was just, she was putting those little patches on, it just wasn't going away. And it's on your, it's on your lip. So every time, hi, Emily, every time, you chew or you open your mouth real wide, it breaks back open again. Cheryl. But she ended up having that looked at, and it was, what do they call it? She knows the technical name. It's like a pregnancy tumor, I guess. Oh, I love Hollywood. It's one of my favorite parks, but Lisa could not go. This is when we went to Disney the last time because there wasn't a lot that Emma could ride there, you know. Lisa, I don't know that this is true or not, and I'm very gullible. But is Hollywood Studios, are they putting up a Titanic ride? Did I dream that? And it's gonna be, this could be totally fake. You're gonna like be, it's like a log ride, and then it just like free falls into the water with like not on a track. That can't be right. Not on a track. It just like fall. I told you, I'm gullible. Someone could tell me that they're gonna have a, I don't know, Jack the Ripper ride. Well, they probably already do. I mean, something like their childbirth ride. You're gonna go on a childbirth ride, and I would believe that. Okay, back to Emma. So it was called like a pregnancy tumor. And so she went to the dermatologist, and she had it cauterized, and they removed it, and then they sent it in to like look at it to make sure. And it's benign, but apparently it's something that you can get anywhere on your body when you're pregnant. So that's getting better. But that's really about the only issues that she's had as far as, you know, your normal pregnancy being uncomfortable. She's uncomfortable. She's uncomfortable, but you know, I had this discussion with her Saturday. It was Saturday, or I think it was or it was yesterday. I don't know. It was either yesterday or if it was Saturday. Oh, it's high school ditch day. Oh my gosh. I remember those days. I had lots of, oh, Shelly, hang on. I brought it. I had lots of ditch days my senior year of high school. But I had this discussion with her, and that was, you know, this is the last week that you're not going to have to worry about anybody else, but I mean, you know, like anybody else, but you and Colin. The rest of your life, you will have the greatest joy, but also the greatest source of anxiety and stress because you worry. And like I told her, I said, you know, you're getting ready to be a mom. I worry about you every single day. It never ends. So like, this is the last week of your life that I mean, when you're pregnant, you obviously worry, but you know, when they're out into the world, even when they're, you know, 27 years old, you worry. So yes, it's always a worry, but I mean, but it also is your greatest sense of joy as well. And she does have her bag packed and his bag packed and his bag packed. But, you know, as much as we all would love to just like go back to like a week of our kids being little, you know, just to relive that for a little bit, there is nothing replaces the joy that you feel when you that you have with the relationship with your adult children. Do you know what I mean? There is, I mean, obviously you've got those bonds when they're little and, you know, that sort of thing. But boy, when your kids grow up and you have a close relationship with them and you actually, your friend, I mean, you hang out, you like when they didn't want to hang out with you. I mean, when they were little, they did. Emma did. We would have to tell Emma, go play with your friends. She wanted to be with the grown-ups all the time. She was always so much more mature, didn't like nonsense. She's her father's daughter, by the way. And didn't really like cut up and act silly a whole lot. You know what I mean? So she was always, we'd be like, and we would just be having an adult conversation. We'd turn around, there's Emma sitting there, you know. She was always very independent, always, I do it myself. Whereas, you know, my son would be like, wipe my butt, you know, up until he was way old enough that he didn't need my assistance in that, you know. Emma always wanted to do everything herself. I do it myself. And she's still like that. So, you know, there's something I don't know. You know, when you're pregnant, when you're going through all the motions as a young mom, especially your first pregnancy, you don't have the time or the mindset or necessarily the maturity, I guess, in to reflect, you know. But now, like, as I see my child, my firstborn, becoming a mother, it makes you sit and reflect that, I don't know. I mean, I had my train of thought just went off the track, but I'm going to get teary eyed, but it sits and makes you reflect upon how magical of this transition is going to be. You know what I mean? Like how her life is going to change, but for the better. I don't know. It's hard. Yes, Colin gets, but he doesn't get paid. He doesn't get paid for it. So they've been really good. They've been planning for this. They've been saving money. Emma is very responsible. She gets paid for maternity leave. He works for the post. I mean, he's a mailman. Hi, Nettie. He's a mailman. So he has to use up his vacation and a sick time. It's not that great. I mean, honestly, in this country, there isn't the greatest after child birthing, not neonatal, but like to be able to be with your child after they're born. We don't have a lot of support for both husbands and moms and dads. It's so important. When I had my kids, I went back to work for like, at that time I was working in a sheltered workshop setting I was basically a social worker, an unlicensed social worker, but I would write behavior plans, but I couldn't sign my name off of them. I would have to have a license. So anyway, I worked for maybe 6 weeks. Thank you, J-Rock. And I was like, no. And so I was a stay-at-home mom until my kids were, I think Jaden was in maybe 3rd grade or so or 4th grade when I went back to work and started teaching again. At that time, that's when, after I had my kids, that's when I decided to open up. I had a licensed daycare in my house. And then that morphed into me purchasing a preschool. And then I was a preschool teacher and owned and operated preschool. So my kids were with me, even though I was working, they were still with me. In fact, both of my kids were with me at my preschool and was a student, but I also sent them to another preschool because they need to get away from me. You know, I need to have that interaction where their mom wasn't the teacher or their mom wasn't in charge of the other kids and they needed to, you know. But now a lot of times, you know, families, they both do have to work. So I don't know. That's why my schedule is going to be changing, because when Emma does go back to work, I'm going to be going to Indy for 2 days and staying there and staying with baby. So that's why I'm doing some like TikTok things. So if you're not following me on TikTok, it's the Misty Show 1, just the number 1. I had to add that one on the end. They made me. I didn't want to. So follow me over on TikTok. I do a lot of just like quick little videos. In fact, like opening up blind bags and that sort of thing. Hang on. I got to go show you something before we get into the haul. And remember, I brought it with me. What did I do with it? Where did I put it? Oh, it's right. It was right behind me the whole time. I've been wearing this at night. Okay, so Shelly. Okay, so this is a quilt. Rachel, I'm obsessed. You need to, I'll show you here in a minute. Y'all, if you like the squishies, go to Top Trends, TRENZ. They're not on TikTok Shop, so I can't link them. But those are the best squishies. Best. Okay, This quilt we found at the bins, and it was in rough shape. This was our bins babes that we did. When was that? Around Valentine's Day. I think it was around February is when we went. So Shelly went with us. We have our little hangout here at the shop afterwards. And Shelly is experienced in many things: quilting, sewing, creating. She's artistic. She's artsy fartsy. Shelly is. Are you here, Shelly? I want to make sure that you're here. Okay, there she is. Also make sure that you're following Shelly's Vintage Finds. Actually, just go through everybody's little icon, tap on it, and see if you're following everybody in the chat. We all want to follow one another here. Okay. So, hi, Beth. How are you? I hope that you're well. Aw, love seeing you here. All right, so I found this quilt at the bins. It was in bad shape. And Shelly was like, I can do something with that. And I was just like, just go ahead and take it. I know you can create wonderful things. Just go ahead and take it. She's like, I can do something with that. I didn't know she was going to do something for me. So she made me, I don't know if you had seen when I was live at Southern Roots, there's a vendor that makes these jackets out of old quilts. And I loved it. It was $100 and some, and I was like, I can't spend that kind of money on me. Look what Shelly did. She took this vintage quilt. Look at it. Look, would you look at this? I wear this. This is what I do. So it has this kind of a high collar on it. And so like I'm always freezing when I'm like editing my videos. So this is like my editing my videos cozy. And when I'm holding my grandson, he can cuddle with me. This is my lolly. This is my lolly jacket. It's my Shelly lolly. Gosh, that's a lot of L's. Shelly la 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 jacket. Shelly la 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 jacket. Do I look like a grandma? You're supposed to say yes. You're supposed to say yes. Okay. I love it. I'm going to show you that here in a minute. But yeah, this is so comfortable. Everybody should. Shelly, are you taking orders? Shelly's like, hell no. That was not easy. Thanks, Dana. I knew she was going to say, hell no. But Shelly, Cheryl said she needed the pattern. I don't know that Shelly has a pattern. Shelly's just magical. You know what I see a lot on like a reel, and it's that song. And so this is what you need to do this, Shelly. I've got the magic in me. Because you do. You got the magic in you, Shelly, because you can sew. Like that heifer sewing Susan. It was a Vogue pattern. I love this. I might get hot here in a minute though, Shelly, because you know we do. We're cold and then we're hot. But I like this. I don't know. I hope not. I know she's not. She's not a bragger. Shelly's not a bragger. I gotta take that. Hey guys, if you're watching on YouTube, I'm gonna put the link in so you can come over and join us on Vamp. Hi H. The link is in. So you can join us over on Vamp so you can see the whole chat. And if you're watching on Facebook, hello. If you're watching on Instagram, hello. You guys can come over to virtualantiquemarketplace.com. Don't go to District. Don't go to the District app. At some point, you're going to just be able to go to the Virtual Antique Marketplace app. That's coming soon, but not yet. You just go to your Google and your search engine, whatever your search engine is, and type in virtualantiquemarketplace.com because we're our own domain and I pay for that. Please use that. Please use that domain. Okay. That's all you got to do. I don't recommend going through the district app. Only go to virtualantiquemarketplace.com. Vogue, very easy, oversized jacket patch. Cheryl found it. I love it. It's so, that's the thing about these antique quilts. I gotta aim you down again. Here's my tip. This is a tip. Okay. So I watch a lot of sales, and this is usually what I see. If you're a seller, this is a tip if you're a seller. Okay. You see, what do you notice? Hi, Mom. How are you doing? There's my mom. Mom, come over to Vamp so you can see the whole chat. What do you notice? Do you notice anything? Not things that are on my shelf. I know that there's a lot, but just I'm curious. Just you as a viewer, what do you see? Besides this amazing jacket. Come on, answer the question. Ron, answer the question. What do you see? What do you see? You do see the chat in front of me. Well, why do you think the chat's in like, do you see? Okay. Maybe, is this just a Misty thing? Okay, let's talk about this. You see me. Well, that you do see Elvis. You see just my, okay. Here's the top of my head. Here's the top of my head. Look at all of this space up here. Yikes. Marilyn, you got good eyeballs. So if you're on your phone and you're live, or you're on your iPad, which is what I'm on right now, I'm going to grab it and I'm going to do this. And now look. No, Mom, you're on YouTube. Isn't this better? Wait, you pretend like you are, pretend like you're at the eye doctor. Okay. Number 1. Number 2. 1. 2. Ronnie. Do you see what I mean? Is that just me? Is that just a Misty thing? So when you're live, make sure that your beautiful profile is in the shot, more so than all of this up here. I mean, you can look at that. That's 3, Ronnie. That's 3, by the way. Do we vote on 3? Yeah. Okay. So that's my tip of the day. Actually, I probably will put that in. I've been trying to do like in the Vamp Vine. I mean, I kind of second that too. In the Vamp Vine, I am putting like little subtle tips in there for sellers. So that's one that I'll add in today. So it's just something to think about. Okay, you're here for a haul. Now oh wait. Is Helen here? Helen, are you here? I got a card from Helen. I'll wait. If I see Helen pop in, that's when I'll open it. But I wanted her to be here when I opened it. Good old Helen. Okay. I got stuff all around me. So Mark and I Friday, I am putting up a video this afternoon. I uploaded. I just have to put the title and everything, and it's going to go up this afternoon. And Mark and I filmed 2 other videos. So I know that those of you that watch my YouTube videos probably like 1 video a week, Misty. What's the matter? Well, I'm going through a little bit of a burnout and just a lot of changes that are getting ready to happen. And I'm, you know, trying to do a lot of things, and I don't know. There's no excuse for it. I just haven't filmed any. And then sometimes I sit and think, you don't have, because I'm trying not to go do a lot of shopping. I'm trying to focus on the things that I already have, which I still have a lot, but I need to get a few other pieces. But anyway, I sit and think, nobody's going to want to watch you. You're just doing the same thing every day. So, you've got that, you have that self-doubt a little bit, which I need to get over that, because that's just kind of silly, because I like to watch people's lives. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be doing anything. There are certain people that I watch, and I'm just like, I could watch them go into the grocery store. I would still watch, which is what we did yesterday. That's the video that's going to be going up today. You're going to go grocery shop with me and Mark, but Mark's in the video. So that's always good. That Mark's in the video. And we go on a squishy hunt with Mark. So, and then we go to Goodwill, and it is a Goodwill haul too. So that's going to be today. But we went to, on Friday, I know, Barbara, here's the thing. If you create content, you know that you can totally take a break, but you feel so bad by doing it. It makes you feel like if you don't constantly be relevant, if you're not constantly trying to post videos, then you'll get forgotten, or the algorithm. YouTube doesn't like you to take a lot of breaks. They want consistent posting. That's what helps you get pushed up into the algorithm. So if you're not staying consistent, I'm not saying that you have to do something every single day, but I try to put out at least 2 edited videos a week, and then, a couple lives a week. So, and then like with TikTok, that you gotta post all the freaking time. I'm posting like 6, 7, 8 clips a day over there. Okay. So we went to a new, to me, antique mall that just opened up about a month ago. Carolyn has a booth there. Carolyn's booth was great. So we went there, and I got some stuff from in there, and then we went over to the Goodwill that's there in Seymour. And then we went to Huckster's Hall, and my battery died. So I'm going to film a haul today. So there'll be 2 shop along videos within the next couple weeks. All right. So I got this at Goodwill. For some reason, I've already taken the tag off of it. This is Scentsy. I have several of these. I actually have the, well, Shelly, when you do, let me know, and I can meet you over there. I have the Mandalorian, and I have Grogu in the Scentsy. See, it's a Scentsy buddy. I actually had him in my car, just because it makes the car smell good. But they have these little, this still smells a little bit. You can buy refills for these, and then just like a little aroma. Wait, is there 2 of them in there? Well, hot diggity dog. There's 2 of them. That one's lavender. Does it say what it is? Yeah, fresh lavender and skinny dipping. That one's yours, Emily. Skinny dipping doesn't, I can still smell lavender. But I bought that possum one too that I found at the bins, and I washed it up. I don't know if I'm going to keep this or if I'm going to sell it, but you can, I think you can warm those up in the microwave, or maybe you put the whole, I don't know. And then you can, like, if you're having stomach cramps or something, or people will use them with babies, or you can put them in your car to use them as air freshener. So this is some sort of a bug. I don't think it says. Anyway, so I'm either going to keep him or he'll go up on eBay. Hi, Kelly. I already washed her. I found her at Goodwill. I took her home and washed her. I need to clean her face, but I just threw her in the washing machine. I don't have this one. See, I gotta clean his face, and I'll get the fuzz balls off of that. But he's a little Christmas. Hi, Susie. He's a little Christmas buddy. So he is not for sale. He'll go in my collection, my other buddies. I think this is all. This first batch is Goodwill. I got this for my grandson. Hi, Kim. Look at me, Shelly. Oh, look at me, Susie, and Kim and Kelly. Shelly made me. This is a quilt that I found at the bins. And Shelly made me a jacket with pockets. And she put her, and she signed, oh, there's my bra. She signed it. I mean, there's my bra. Listen, I make videos of me in my bra. That's a sneak peek. Isn't it great? That's a sneak peek. I got to get that one filmed. Okay, so I got this for my grandson. It's like brand new, and it was $2.99, which Goodwill. Don't you remember when at the Goodwill you could get books for 99 cents and it didn't matter? It was just 99 cents. But this is a Goodnight Farm, a touch and feel. They're good. Well, Shelly said she's not making anymore. But it is, I have seen, it's like, you feel things in this book. Kelly, I've seen them at, look, Becca, there's pigs at antiques malls and stuff. It's a touch and feel book. Flurfy. Bumpy. Silky. Fuzzy. Well, we got to finish it. Good night, Owl. Good night. So I got that for him. Look at this that I found at the Goodwill. It's a Fenton. It was a Fenton bear. It was $1.99. Are you signed? Well, you got a stamp on the back. I don't think you're, well, because you're not painted. Never mind, it's not signed because it's not painted. But I don't know what stone this represents. They did, I went to another Goodwill and they had another one and it was, I think put $6.99 on it. It's August, but it didn't have anything. It was just the clear bear. So I was like, nah. You had two. Your estate, Mary Beth. You know, I'm getting ready to be a grandma, so I'm taking a little bit of time off. But you need to let me know. I want to come down. You need to send me some info on maybe an estate sale you're having in mid-May. Or is it your estate sale or one that you went to? I have never been to a legit estate sale. Ever. Well, I need to come. I need to come and I can film. You found one at the bins unscathed. Oh my gosh, I found, what did I find? Oh, I have to list them. I found, they're over there on the shelf. I can see them. They are ski goggles that I'm going to list on eBay. And they sell for over $100. But they are like, they're not even scratched. The lenses on them are not scratched. And they were so lightweight. So I probably paid, well, not even $1.99 for them. I don't know how listen, you guys think that I work a lot? Mary Beth Ralston, you can't keep up with her. And she works. She still works a 9 to 5. How many booths do you have, MB? She's got lots of booths too. I can't keep up with one. You're an inspiration, MB. She has four freaking booths. She's in Kentucky, by the way. Northern Kentucky, right, MB? Remember Brian was walking by and he heard you say, I'm trying on bras, and he backed his way up. Well, Brian, I'm actually a little nervous about Owensboro. That's why I was thinking it was the northern part of Kentucky. It doesn't take you that long to drive through Kentucky. Long ways. But I I'm a little nervous because the bras that were sent to me are still the same size. And I've lost 45 pounds. So I'm a little nervous that they're going to be too big. Oh, I know. I've heard about it and I want to be there, Susie. Dana, I was just getting ready to say, I don't know. So I'm a little nervous about it. I can't. Susie. One week till I'm a grandma. I am using, or I've been on Zepbound. I have tried, before I had my stomach surgery, I was on, what is it? Wegovy. It made me so sick. I was on it for a month, and then when you try to move up a month, I tried it, and I had to go to the hospital. It was bad. It was really bad. My body just could not. And so I had my surgery, and I wanted to try something different. And I know that Zepbound is a different formula. It's a trizepatide and not I can't remember what the other one's called. And I've had no problems with it at all. Mark is doing it too. That's how he's lost his weight. He had a high blood pressure. I was pre-diabetic. So it's worked. And the weird thing is, well, Mark is maintaining now because I was like, that's enough, mister. That's enough. I'm down. This is I haven't weighed this much since I was in high school, or this much. It's still not, it's not like it's Zepbound. Zepbound. Yay! Rose, my Zepbound sister. I didn't know. That's amazing, Rose. I've lost 45. That's incredible. And hasn't it changed your life? I mean, it is. You feel like you can live life again. I have so much more energy, and I have it makes things easier, you know. And honestly, too, it really does. Like now, I'm making sure that I'm watching, making sure I don't eat a lot. That's the bad thing is I could go days and right. Yes. It's working. It is. You do have to watch, like I have to make myself eat. So you do have to make sure that you're getting your protein. Worry about things that you didn't necessarily care about before. I'm doing shots. I would rather do a shot than a pill. Have you ever seen me try to take a pill, Cheryl? Yes, it works. Emmeline has the same issue. You should see Emmeline and I both take a pill. I'm like this. Like I'm stomping and choking. So I prefer the shots. They're not bad at all. I do them in the upper part of my leg. I don't even feel it. So Mark now is doing he's doing a maintenance. So he's doing an injection every other week. I'm considering not doing a shot the week before we go to Greece. So I want to eat, you know? It does take the joy out of like going out for a nice dinner. Mark and I we went on Friday to Freddy's and I got a junior hamburger. And I couldn't eat, I only ate half of it. And that's all I ate. So it does help with anxiety. Hi, Beth. It does. It's working for me. Now, everybody, you all always, make sure that you're talking to your doctor. Make sure that you are, monitoring your health. you know, it there are risks as with everything. So I'm not saying that it's for everybody. But it works for me, and it's worked for Mark. And Emma was on it before she had gotten pregnant, but she's no longer, obviously. I know, Jane. I cannot wait to be eating. Oh, also, does anybody want to go to Italy? You're supposed to answer. I have been promoting the Italy trip, and I need to, obviously. Audrey Lee is going. Audrey Lee and damn it, Daryl and Mark and I are the only people right now that are going to Italy. It is going to be in October, like the first week of October of this year. And I do have links and I do have discounts. So I'm actually getting ready to offer a really, really, really good discount for Italy. And so if you want to go to Italy with us, it's a lot of fun. And I will be, so let me know, send me an email or a DM here on Vamp, and I can get you the link. You can look over the details. But it is, we're going to Sicily, and I mean, we're only in Sicily for just a little bit. I need to refresh my brain. Also, I am working on a trip in this time next year. Well, May of next year, to London and Scotland. And the company that I'm going to be working with is fine tuning the trip exactly what I'm wanting it to be. I'm kind of reviewing some of the itinerary things that they have mentioned. And I don't know if anybody likes Outlander. I have never seen Outlander. And because I said that the things that I want to do, obviously we are thrifters, we're antiquers, but I said I don't want to go to high-end places. I want to go to affordable places, flea markets, car boot sales, that sort of thing. But I said I'm very interested in learning like the history of London and like those kinds of touristy things, anything to do with the royal family. I would like to do a formal English tea service. And Scotland, I want to go to the Loch Ness. I want to do all that kind of stuff. So they're pulp culture things. And I said, I want to see where things happened. I think I'm going to start watching it. I want to see like on this location. Windsor is definitely on my list. Also, like I want to go to Abbey Road. I want to do like the Beatles thing. So the nice thing about this company is that it isn't like with Trova Trip, I have a series of trips that I can choose from. And that's what we do. Whereas this company, they make it to do the things that I am wanting to do. And what I think that other people that would want to travel with me would want to do. So that's where we're at right now with that. So we're getting that. They're getting pricing and everything. And they asked me too about hotels and like how many meals. And I wanted obviously breakfast to be included and 3 dinners to be included. And then the hotels, I said I want like 3-4 star. I would rather spend the money. I would rather the budget for the trip go towards the activities than towards the hotel. I mean, I want the hotel to be nice. I'm not talking about staying in a seedy hotel. I mean, with 3 or 4 stars, like what you would stay in here normally. But I would rather spend the money on us being able to see things and do things, Oh, I would love that too, Sharon. So it's going to be a little bit different. So I'm really hoping to go to Italy though, too. I'm also looking at another with this customizable company. I really want to go to like Portugal, Spain. Yeah, Shannon, but everything will be I said what I wanted our budget, what I wanted the trip budget to be, like how much I wanted it to be per person, and then they go with that. They go with that. Willie. I really want to go to Portugal. I want to go to Puerto Rico. I want to go to Spain. I really want to go to Denmark. I really want to go to. I want to go back to Ireland. 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 Did I tell you that I want to go back to Ireland? I want to go back to Ireland. I loved Ireland so much. I loved it so much. So much. So much. Okay. Well, I do want to go to France. I would like to go to Morocco, but you know, I'm not going to say that we're going to Greece in May. That's not that far from everything that's going on in the world, you know? I didn't realize that. I mean, I was looking at a map and I was like, well, we're right on down there, aren't we? We'll be okay. Vive la France! Here's the thing. Yeah, Willie, did you listen to my Marco Polo? Because I said that you need to come here and get in the car with me, and then we'll go up there. I want to travel more in the continental U.S. as well, but the thing of it is it's more expensive. It's more expensive. Getting to where you're going isn't, but everything else is. Like trips are more expensive, even for the travel companies, than they are if you go out of the country. I'm going to see how well I do, Marilyn, on this flight to Greece. Because it's an 11-hour flight. And then I'll see if I can get to Australia. Because that's even further. That's far away. Okay. Goodwill. I'm going to tell you right now, this is not something that's vintage. As somebody who lives on a continent where no war has been, it's daunting to be where. I know. It is. It is. It is. But you can't live life like that. You know what I mean? That's what I keep telling myself. We got one life. Are you not going to explore things? You know what I mean? It does put things into perspective. I'm going to tell you right now, guys, when you are at the thrift stores, this is not vintage. Okay, so I can't sell this on Vamp. Look for these. This is from Bath & Body Works. And you can usually always tell by the tag. I just know I'm a Bath & Body Works girl. So I can usually tell it doesn't say Bath & Body Works there. But usually I got to get that. I paid $4.99 for it. It'll say, it'll say Bath & Body Works. I will clean all of this up, get this off with undo, and it won't take this off if I just focus on this. But it holds the 3-wick candles. This is heavy too. And they make different ones for different times. Like every winter there's different ones. This sells for like $25, $30 on eBay. So look out for them when you are at the thrift stores. I actually got another one that's in here that I got from, we went to our first garage sales on Friday. I also got this at Goodwill. This is another one. This is actually, it's not Bath & Body Works. It's Yankee Candle. It's like mercury glass. It was 99 cents. So this one's Yankee Candle, and you can see it's Halloween. So this would just fit on top of a Yankee candle. And these also sell for like $25, $30. So be on the lookout for these. I will go ahead and take off. I'll leave that. I will get this off. And obviously I'll get that off with my undo. There isn't any flaw on this. So yeah, when you're going to garage sales or you're going to the thrift stores and you see these, I mean, these used to be like a big thing. Don't you remember? Didn't you guys else? I had these on my candles too, and like they would get all sooty and stuff, which you can clean off. But look at these, like, look them up, take a picture of them, put them in your Google. It will bring up an eBay listing, but that's what they're listed at. You have to toggle in to see what solds are. So whenever you're doing a Google image search, it's only going to bring up items that's what they're listed for, not what they sold for. So that was from Goodwill as well. Okay, this, I'm telling you, my prediction is that this Christmas, Willie, you're going to have to hold your ears for this. This Christmas, the items from like the 80s and 90s are going to be big. Like, think Home Alone. I know, Willie. I think I like it though, because it's my childhood. So I think that's what's going to be big. It's going to be big. So I'm picking up things like this, which I absolutely love this. Don't you want to put Christmas cookies in here? What I thought I could do is maybe put ornaments in here. And this was $1.99 at Goodwill. So I think these are going to be big. Stuff like this. Also, I didn't film this, but when I was at a Goodwill on Friday, you know, I love the bears, like the Kmart bears, you know, that they used to sell. And I think those are going to be big. There were, I couldn't even count. There were so many of them. Mark was like, no. I would have bought every single one of them. And I should have. But instead we bought 6 bags. Well, you'll see in my haul. 6 bags of naked Disney Barbies. But we will make money on them. All right, on eBay. Another idea that I want to do in here, I've got a couple of these, is these pictures with animals with glasses. Doesn't this look just like me? I have a cat, and I think I have a cow. But I just think this will be a cute gallery wall. And it was $2.99. It's supposed to probably hang in a child's room, but I'll put it down here. This was a good, oh wait, I got this. I found the plate this at the bins, and I paid 99 cents. I'm keeping this for my grandson. My son, when he was little, if my mom is still watching this, she already knows, but he would have little cereal and little mini marshmallows, or yeah, he liked Ehor. That's what he called him. Ehor! And Cheez-Its. His favorite snacks were like goldfish crackers and mini marshmallows. And you'd put them in his little bowl. So that was a nostalgic thing. I am keeping that. This was a good find. I mean, it brought back memories of when my kids were little. Oh, I know. We do too. I have Bear Big Blue House I eat off of all the time. He's roly-poly-oly. He's short and small and round. And if you say it loud enough, you will always bounce around. That's not the way that it goes, but roly, hooray! This is roly-poly. Dana, are you singing along with me? Do you remember roly-poly? Oh, okay. Dana and I have kids the same age. So this was a good find. Now, her neck is a little, I don't know, we might be able to, well, when I say we, I mean Mark. Slice that open, put some stuffing in there, and make it to where her head won't be so floppity. She was $1.99, and she sells for about $30. I can't remember what her name is. It's Roly Polioli's sister. I'm going to see if Emma wants her. This is her antenna. It's not supposed to be like her microphone. So that was a good find. Again, go to the freaking thrift store and look for the plush. That Lion King plush that I can I take your word? that I showed you last week in my Goodwill outlet haul, I put that on eBay and it sold for $30. And I got it from the bins. So look at the plush. I'm telling you. And it'll make your little heart happy. Willie, I didn't end up getting them, but you'll see them in the video. I didn't know that you'd want them, but I can go back to Huckster's Hall and get them. Willie, I found puzzles that were sealed still from the 80s from General Hospital. And it had Nurse Bobby. But I had other characters on it that I didn't recognize. And I thought, is Willie going to want puzzles? Oh, I thought you did. Well, never mind. I'm glad I didn't get them. Glad I didn't get them. You know what I am glad I got? Wait, these are from Huckster's Hall. I'm going to show them to you, but I got other bags over there because I got to do that haul, but I'll show these to you. I had this pound puppy. This was the one that I had. So I am keeping this one. But I also got his brother. This one has the pound puppy's collar. These were $11 each, which was a little much. But this was like a little, I don't know what kind of dog this is. I might keep him too. I don't know. I feel like my grandson will like these. I feel like these should go over there in my collection. You still have yours? Did you let Sophie play with it? I think somewhere in here I got a pound purry, but not the big. I want a big pound purry. The only ones that I seem to find are the little ones. Willie. Oh gosh, dang it. We're gonna overlap a little bit. I'm gonna try to get done, but Penny Sue's going to the bins and she's going shopping with us. I want to watch. Willie, I got her. I'm gonna add her, and I think Willie, we're gonna have. Let me know if this is okay with you. We're gonna have the Barbie sale this Saturday at 1 Eastern. Can you be our angel? Okay. But look at her. I paid $5 for her. It's Malibu Barbie. I think. Is this Malibu Barbie? I know. And she's got, look at her little jammies. Oh, she doesn't have her underpants. Look. No underpants, but she got her little nightie on. Hi, Willie. Hey. I'm putting my finger on my hole. See, Willie's a Barbie expert. And I love, look. That's something that even the new ones, they don't snap like that. This is the snap. Hi, Michelle. This is the snap that I remember. Remember how hard it is to dress them too? Here's her face. I think she's Malibu because she's so tan. So she's going to be added. I'm going to add her. I got to take her picture. I also got to put her back in this bag so I can do a... You guys got to go back in here so I don't forget to put you in the haul I need to film today. You go over there. All right. Guys, these are from, you think it's PJ? PJ has a tan. Okay, so at one place that we went to in Seymour, I don't remember which ones I got where. I adopted some babies. These were like $10 a piece, I think. He has all of his original clothes. But I gotta look. I'm wondering something about him. Hang on. No. Okay, I was thinking that he could possibly be a foreign doll just because his outfit doesn't seem right to me. I feel like it should be Calico. I have to clean him up. He's got his shoes are really dirty, and I'm gonna bleach his socks and I'll clean up his shoes. But he has his original clothes. I think he's a preemie. Let's see what is. He's got the blue signature 1985. So I got him. And I got this bald boy too. Now he has original clothes. He doesn't have his shoes or his socks, but I have shoes and socks that I can put on him. He doesn't have, he would have had a hat too. But look at his little tooth. Look at that little tooth. See, he's not a preemie, I don't think. Yeah, this one is a preemie. This one is not a preemie. See the difference? He's just bald. We could make you into Willie. Where's my Diet Coke? Where's my cigarette? I need toast. Toast in the morning. Toast at night. Toast makes everything all right. I just made that up. Caitlin got one for Christmas one time and she was afraid of it. Really? Well, I would be afraid of it too if you saw it be born out of the Cabbage Patch. Cabbage Patch Kids growing in the garden. Blue signature, also 1985. I also got this, and he is all in his original clothes. See, okay, this is what I was thinking, that this one could possibly be a Jessmar one, because this is corduroy, and this is just, it's not. I'll have to consult with Barb. But he's in his original clothes. I do need to clean him up. He's in relatively good condition, other than his shoes are really, really... Hi, everybody. This one is... They even still have their original diapers on. He's also blue signature, so he is also from 1985. Oh, let's pull your pants up. You don't have your diaper on. He's got the Royals. Who are the Royals? What state are they from? Kansas City? You don't have a diaper on, but he's got the fuzzy hair. He needs cleaned up. So he has the fuzzy hair. He's a red signature, so that's 1986. I don't think that these pants... I don't know if these pants go or not, but he needs cleaned up too. Hi! Well, we're going to have to give you all names. And then I bought this one because if you've seen the Cabbage Patch chat, Barb and I are going to do it again next month. But so go back and watch it. We talk about the history. There's some technical difficulties in the beginning of it, but if you can get through that part, but still watch it because Barb handled it beautifully. We talked about like the early forms of Cabbage Patch dolls, and I had showed some heads that I have. And the lady that Mary Thomas Nelson is the lady that thank you. Shelly made this for me out of a quilt that I found at the bins. Isn't that nice? Anyway, she was sued. Well, no, she sued Xavier Roberts. Bye, Kim. Thanks for being here. She sued Xavier Roberts because they were working together. She taught him a lot of the skills. I mean, he knew some of that stuff. So they settled out of court, which means that Xavier Roberts, I think, took a little bit of culpability in that. Anyway, they settled out of court. And then she started her own pattern company. So she was selling patterns to where, you know, it was kind of hard to get Cabbage Patch dolls. And so there were a lot of mommy made dolls. And she was selling the vinyl heads and the patterns. And so you can see This one is 1984. Margaret Nelson Thomas. Oop, she signed on the back. So this I wanted to get as it was, because I have the heads, but I didn't have the whole example of a Margaret Thomas Nelson Cabbage Patch. But you can see, I mean, they actually did a pretty good job. Her legs need a little bit more stuffing. Oh, shoot, that looks like my stomach. She got a little bit of cellulite there. But so I wanted to get one as for my collection as a sample. So I was happy to find that. Mommy made doll. But you can see that, I mean, Margaret Thomas Nelson, her dolls originally were all fabric faced. So then she started marketing and selling and making a lot of money off of the vinyl faces, the heads. But I mean, I think they got even. Let's just say that. I think they're even now. I think she got back. They're even. Hi, Miss Holly. I'm running out of space. It has been. You need to come back, Holly. All right. Oh, I posted some pictures on Instagram asking, oh, are you okay? Bless your heart. Is everything okay? I keep seeing a glare off of my phone and oh, bless your heart. I hope that everything is okay and you're healing. That had to have been so scary, Holly. I'm so sorry. Well, I hope that you're doing good. Just do what your doctor tells you to do. You're only 52. My goodness, Holly. Oh, well, you know what? Do you need a hug? Guys, we're gonna send some positive love and all those positive things to Holly. So Holly, everybody gather in. Okay. That's your hug from Vamp to you, Holly. Please keep us posted. And, come and hang out with us. Just come and hang out. Take your mind off things a little bit. And hang out with our community. Good. Okay. Well, we're rooting for you, Holly. We're rooting for you. Well, I got these from Starlight Antique Mall. But they're 3D printed. And they fit your Bath and Body Works soap. Hang on. Hang on. Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna get on dancing. Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing. Pink Pony Club. I don't know. We're gonna have to work on that one. Look at how cute that is. Good, Holly. It's a freaking holder for your freaking Bath Body Works soap. I gotta see. Okay, it fits. And $7. I bought I think he had more. I think I bought the last two that he had. I'm keeping one. I was going to see if Emma wanted one. But hang on. I'm making a mess. Hang on. Oh, I got this from his booth too. Rachel, are you still here? Rachel, look what I got, Rachel. I'm gonna go get the other part. Pink pony club. I'm gonna say it again. I got something else at Walmart to go with this. Look at this. Oh, I didn't know that it came with sand because I bought some kinetic sand. Well, look at, I know, Ronnie! Who else? It's a freaking Little Tikes turtle sandbox. And it's got toys. They're all 3D printed. And it came with this sand. I wonder if this is kinetic sand. How much did I pay for this? $9. Yeah, we did too. Did you know where we got ours when our kids were little? Yeah, that's kinetic sand. Well, I got that. You know what? I can take that back and get me a mystery ball. We had the big one, but you know where we got the big one? From someone's trash when our kids were little. We sure did. We went trash picking. You know, we haven't been trash picking in a long time. Look at that. Now I feel all of my stress going away. Let's see if we can make a sand castle. Have you ever played with kinetic sand? It's sort of like I don't know, I don't want to say it's like a slime because it's not, but you can play with it like you can play with slime. I'm going to see if I can get, I don't know if I'm going to, oh, there's a shovel. It has a shovel and a, that's not working right. Anyway, look. That's cute. What'd you say, LaDonna? Wait, let me get over here on Vamp because LaDonna typed a whole lot. She said, I'm excited because while sad, now they don't have their American Bulldog and Faye can have a swing set in the backyard. So we're going with Nick's mom to get, oh, LaDonna, I'm going to be a grandma next week. I'm going to be in the club. You can put your little, that's cute. Okay, so I got these as well from that booth. And I'm gonna do these as giveaway. These are gonna be added to giveaways. And I'm gonna give one, hang on. Well, they're magnets, but okay, they work. I was like, it's not sticking very much. Okay. So these are going to be, I'm going to give one away today, but these were $3. You get 3 of them from that same booth. I should have bought so much more. Look, they're 3D printed magnets. So that one goes like that, which I would just put it on a miniature shelf like that. And then there's these flat ones that have the magnets. Yeah, Starlight. It's booth 46, Pop's Garage. So I'm going to do a giveaway today. All right, I'm going to do a halfie because it looks better on your refrigerator. And you get one of the I'd rather be shopping on Vamp stickers. You have to be over on Vamp. If you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram, you can't win. You can't win. Only winners can be over here. Here. Okay, let me enter this in as a giveaway. No, not an auction, Misty. Gosh darn it. Oh, also, how is my sound? Okay, good. 1 minute. Followers. Okay. So you have to be following me. You have to be in the US. I know. You have to be following me and you have to be in the US. That's it. Hey, Val. Did you listen to my Marco Polo? I'm giving this away. And Val, did your kids have... I got this from the antique mall. It's all 3D printed and it comes with sand. And I got these, Val. These are 3D printed for your soap. Okay. I just want jewelry. I mean, I'll probably show those to you again and when we talk more. Okay. I'm going to enter this, or I'm going to start this giveaway. To hit the little purple present, you will win one of the, hi, Laura. One of the little pissy poor face. And the little happy hen on this magnet. Well, Val, at this antique mall I went to, that was $9 for the sand and all of the tools. Oh, a 3D printer. We used to have one, but it was like Mark used to be a robotics coach and for elementary school, and they would use it for things like, it wasn't a very good one, you know. He made a couple, like we had some TV trays that needed a bracket and he 3D printed. But oh my gosh, if I knew how to use it, I would be like, what can I 3D print? Can I 3D print a Cabbage Patch doll? Earrings. People do those. Now, I think that's Julianne Mazzoni, Miss Julie. You're the winner! Yay! Where can I put this? Well, I'll just put it right there. I think that is the fault of the organizer. I think if you're having an event and you want it to strictly be a certain vibe, then they need to vet that. Do you know what I mean? They need to vet that. And I think that if it's like homemade, I mean, technically 3D printed things are homemade, but they could put in their bylaws that, or their guidelines or whatever, their rules, that 3D printed items, that they don't want that kind of thing there. But I mean, I don't mind it. Oh, good, Julie. I'm glad. I mean, that's cute. So there will be more because I bought 2 packs of those. I bought the last 2 that he had, but I'm sure he'll probably restock. Because even the workers, when I brought those up, they're like, oh my gosh, these are so cute. And I was like, yeah. Okay, we're going to be Penny Sue's live right now. We'll go. I'm going to go over there. I want to be done so I can go over there too. I got these pink. I don't know where I got these. I got these from an antique place. Salt and pepper shakers. Those are cute. I got these for me. Look at how cute these are. They're also 3D printed. Here's the thing about the hen on nests. About 2-3 years ago, I couldn't give these suckers away. You could barely give them away. Now they're $300. Aren't those adorable? And see, these were $6. That's kind of the thing, like the 3D printed stuff is cheap. So, I mean, I can see it. I guess I can see both sides. I can see both sides. All right. Where did I get this from? No, I didn't think I was like, did I get this from Huckster's Hall? I just thought this was really, really pretty. It was $4.50. It has the thing to hang it. Isn't this is hand painted. Those look like hydrangea. Those, I don't know, black-eyed Susans, maybe peonies. I don't know. But I thought that was lovely for a plate wall. Oh, it's pretty. I got that. Now, in my Huckster's haul that I'm going to do, we did find the bottom or the top of a Fenton Hobnail cobalt blue or blue fairy lamp for $4. So we're going to be listing that. I liked this. This is Mary Englebright. It's good to be queen. I think it's cute. This reminds me of a friend of mine as well. So I don't know. I like that. And then this is a lot. Nope. One little thing, and then I got a bag of stuff. Now we're gonna go over to Penny Sue. So I want to watch. This is cute little toothpick holder. Or a little mini planter. I paid $5 for it. Really? I thought about Mercari in a long time. I also got the pokey little puppy. Okay, good. Good, Paula. Because that makes me nervous. Do you guys remember this story? I was going to actually give this book to my mother-in-law because this was her favorite book when she was a little girl. So I think I'm going to give this to her after the baby's born, when she's going to be great-grandma maybe, for her to read. So I thought that was cute. Pokey little puppy. Oh, I got this for me. I forgot. A goose outfit for my goose. I wanted something that I could put out for spring and summer because I've got bathing suits and stuff. So it's not that time for that yet. But this was $15 at Starlight. So that's going to go home with me. Oh, I got this. I will use my undo. In fact, I should probably make a video on that to get the sticker off. This is Children's, I don't even know what the title of it is because that sticker. Children's Prayer. It is Whitman, and the graphics in here are just really, 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 really cute. So I got that. And then, see, I think we need to buy a 3D printer. Mark would love to have one. I paid $3 for this entire bag. And this is a little, I was thinking for my miniature shelf, or if I do my next buyer's choice, a little frog. I think she's from Dora. This little, this was a good find. This little spoon brooch. And it's got this, it's got fleur-de-lis. I think this is Hallmark. No, it's Russ. A little bunny painting an Easter egg. And then there were 4 Wade Whimsies. Yeah, $3 for that entire bag. There is these Wade Whimsies. That one. I think these are the fairy tale ones. Little Boy Blue, maybe. A fish. Puss in Boots. $3 for that whole bag. I thought that was pretty good. Oh, Mark got this. Star Wars guy. He didn't have that one. And this little goober. I liked him. And I liked this. Man, I paid $1 for this, but I think I'm going to put this on one of my printer shelves. It's this little stoneware mug. It's probably just made with like extra clay. And it says, "We won't go home until morning." That's going to be Val. That's Val and Susie's motto for this week. And we won't go home until morning. Could go with my Barbies. That could be for Barbies. And then I got these. Honestly, these I think are going to be great for when the baby comes. Look, they're just cute. Wish sanitizing hand wipes. But it has the little carabiner, so you can put that on a diaper bag. And it's like a Lysol wipe. I got 3 of them because I thought they'd be good to put in my car or like in my purse for like after you're thrifting or at the bins or whatever when you touch something suspicious. That's it. I do have another haul of stuff that I've got to do. I have to do today. And I still have my mess from my Goodwill outlet haul that I need to clean up. So we're going to go now, though, because I want to go and watch Penny Sue at the bins. So you guys can just stay where you're at if you're on Vamp. And we're going to raid over to Penny Sue. Hopefully she's still alive right now. So we can watch her shopping at the bins. It's so calm in there. I know I miss it too. Did you get my Marco Polo about what I think we should do in May, Emmeline? I think you replied to it. Okay. We're going to go over to Penny Sue now. Thanks for watching. I'll be live again tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern for my sale. So I hope to see you then.